this is a question I had before we popped up, man. But what makes you guys even invest in a meme coin, right? Other than making money, I guess that's the only thing really in crypto chat. Like, what would make the community want to take on something as a meme coin? Like, do you really see a future or potential with a meme coin? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like don't take it the wrong way, anybody who's investing in these, but to me, a meme coin, man, is more of just pumping and eventually dumping. I could be wrong here, but you missed the highlight, the first one. So, talk to you, brother, man.
Like I said with meme coins, my hardest thing is just making sure that the person isn't running away. Like if they're building a use case for it, they're building that utility of some sort, and they're having fun and interactive. I think that's a token I can get behind. Which is why I haven't gotten behind any of these tokens yet. Like you're starting to see the development, like Pepe. Pepe is going crazy on the east side, bro. And I still stayed away with it because they're still quiet. That development team hasn't peaked, which is also another reason why a lot of people are saying that it's still running because there's a lot of speculation around it. You know what I mean? So me personally, though, I'm in a position, like I said, like I have to know that that person's not leaving. That's all it is for me personally. Like, I'll invest. You know, if this shit's going to zero, bro, I honestly don't give a fuck. If I had fun, if I throw $100 at something and it provides me what I consider $300 worth of fun, bro, I'm in. Let's go.
I mean, and come to the chat. I'll let you go in a second, man. But what exactly, you know, what do you mean $300 worth of fun? Like, what would that be if you want me to ask you, Mr. Hado?
Yeah. No. So if I let's say I get into Pepe and they build a game. Um, and that game allows me to interact with the public or generate a meme or some type of community initiatives where you're building up something greater than just yourself or what we're currently seeing in Web3, where everybody wants to talk about community, but then they want to, take a shit on somebody next to them. You know, um, that's what I see as $300 worth of value. I hope that answers it.
I got you, man. I think also, one thing is now you're connecting with a lot of people, but not for anything, man. Some memes just crack me up. Like, I'm not invested into meme coins, like I've said many times, but there's some shit that's just actually like very funny. You know what I mean? Something like even on our own chain, man. Like Troll Coin cracks me up sometimes, even when they mess with me. You know what I mean? That shit's just funny, bro. And I think, like you said, man, sometimes like even myself, you just take a lot of shit serious. Like we got 100 years here, and we're fucking making money. Excuse my language, but from like random ass shit. You know what I mean? So maybe we gotta just, you know, I don't know, man. I don't really know. Mr. Turtle, welcome up, the brother, man, and good to hear from you too. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what up, 21? I'm hearing you what you're asking for, and for me, in my point of view, the reason I don't really get into too many meme coins and stuff like that. But let's not forget a lot of these coins that like SHIB and stuff like that. Those started off as meme coins as well. They just decided to turn a little bit different and start getting some different use case. You know what I mean? To me, it was like I was speculating the pet Bitcoin and on east side and everything, and I can't touch that. I can't get in there. I started hearing about Kronks, and I was like, you know what, like Kronks on Chronos, like I always have my own little speculations. Don't get me wrong, but then I see certain individuals getting into Kronk, and it was like, okay, these are good heads. They probably know what they're looking at. So, I was like, let me still speculate a little bit more. And then I see, people adding it to their decks and stuff like that. So it's like, to me, it's like, hey, like, this ain't just any meme token now. This, everybody's, trying to give it some kind of use case. You know what I mean? And now I'm looking at, for example, the rich kids today, and for example, now you could mint serums, using Kronk, and I'm like, okay, like let's go, like let's crank it up, like and it's just the fun, it's the thrill and the hype. You know what I mean? And I'm enjoying the ride with Kronk. To tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie. I even won fucking 10 billion tokens yesterday, which there's a lot of people in the community. We're what, up to like 211 holders, and this is just the beginning, man. Like we're just starting with this token, and I'm holding my bags, bro. I'm gonna try to see how far it goes. You know what I mean? Like the more use case that we're gonna end up giving it, like within the Crow fam, the more it's gonna be more known. The more it's gonna be more than just a meme token. You know what I mean? You never know what this coin could turn into.
Yeah, I understand that, man. Like I said, I've said this before many times, man. Like the Shiba story that I've shared. Like, I have a friend who told me about Shiba one day. I was like, listen, bro, I don't get into meme coins. And it was like, he said, bro, put $300 into it. The next day, I was like over $600, between 600 and 700. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy Jim Star commenting about Krill as well in the space. Appreciate that. And for me, bro, I was like, listen, man, whatever I know in finance, not that I'm some like guru, some shit like that, but I was like, I gotta just throw shit out the window because there's a lot of people making a lot of crazy money. And man, for me, even now, like I try not to really. I don't even know, man. I feel like every day I'm just talking about it for the past like few weeks, especially because again, I remember reading. I think it was like 2 nights ago, I think it was 2 nights ago now, that Pepe Coin had a $300 million market cap. I think now it's almost 500 million. So you're talking about a lot of money, bro. Like you know what I mean? And yeah, we don't know who's behind Bitcoin, but like we don't know what the hell the person is, behind Pepe Coin, what it is with this coin. And again, man, just like other meme coins, I think my problem with it is that all of us that have fun, that we'll take $200-300, that's fine. There's gonna be people that heard stories of people making millions off of this with a little bit amount of money. They're gonna look to change their lives, and unfortunately, don't have the financial literacy that they probably should have to get in some of this stuff, and might end up losing something more, if that makes sense. But listen, appreciate whoever's in the YouTube and the Twitch and here too, man. Mr. Hotto, talk to me, bro. How you doing, man?
I was actually just about to take a bite of my food. There's a couple different things that I wanted to touch on there through all that conversation. You talked about like financial literacy on these lottery tickets, but like, bro, realistically, you live in the States. How often do they talk about financial literacy for fucking scratch tickets? You know what I mean? Like, they don't. They don't fucking teach it. They don't talk about it. They don't care if you're addicted. Bro, they'll literally fucking make an advertisement about it just so that they can make more money off the fact that you're a fucking addict. You know what I mean? That's just a fact. And then to touch back to what Jason was saying, I think it was Jason at least. I wasn't looking at my phone, but people minting in a token, it's a cool idea and all, man. But I don't think it's a use case personally, and I don't mean anything towards like Ionic. I just mean like, obviously he's somebody who's in your community, so it's a little bit easier. But like, you don't know the actual intentions of that person, I guess is what I'm trying to say, right? So like, what if you guys are all minted in the TR? Now this is speculative. I'm not saying Ionic is going to do this. I think Ionic is a good person. I don't think he's going to do this, but I'm just saying as a point to prove, right? Let's say you mint in Crump, your community's fired up. Yo, we got a use case for Crump. We got a use case for Crump. Blah 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 blah. Everybody's running it up. You guys are starting to mint these shares for TRK. Blah 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 blah. And then he chooses to fucking dump because something happens and he needs money for the funds. Like he needs to produce something for his business, and he can't use Crump to produce that money for his business. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I have a hard time.
I see where you're looking at it from. I see where you're coming from.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so it was Mr. Turtle. It wasn't Jason. Jason, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking to you then. My bad. It was Mr. Turtle. My bad.
But let's say, for example, you got Moonflow, for example, the other day. No, so it's not just that. It's not just TRK, but it's also other big major places that we're talking about within the Crow fan, within the Crow community. You know what I mean? So it's not just one individual. It's more than one individual. You know what I mean? For example, you got you got Board Candy over there, which now we could put it in the pools, and we could pair it up with either candy or something else. You know what I mean? So it's not just TRK. It's more than just TRK. It's the Crow fam that we're.
No, I was just using TRK as an example, but I know Ionic. I've spoke to Ionic for a long time. I think he's a good guy. I think you're misinterpreting what I was trying to say, to be honest.
Can you guys hear me?
No, what'd you say?
I didn't hear. I didn't say anything. All right, perfect. Cause I was like, what the? It wasn't muting for unmuting for a second. Who misinterpreted what? I guess.
This one, man. Every time I'm in here, I gotta carry this big 21. Man, you killing me. My back is hurting today.
Listen, man. I apologize. Shout out to Libit Finance who's watching on the YouTube. I for some reason can't get my camera to work, but I am recording the space still with my face, so we can watch it afterwards. But what we'll do first is we're gonna go either Crazy or Jason. Who had their mic on for their hand up first? I apologize. I think it was Crazy's, right?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Crazy.
Let's go. Hey, I'm getting crunk. Hey, I just wanted to say this real quick. There's a lot of speculation and over any asset we get into, and I think that's a healthy way to approach investing, any chain you're on. And, it's your money. So if you're making moves with money, you better look into it, not just throw it away, right? And talking about meme coins, most of the time people just throw it away. But with Chronos in specific, it's like how many rugs have happened on Chronos over the last 18 months? It's gotten people real scared, and rightfully so. But the only way that something new can come up and succeed is if we use it and we embrace it. Like, if everybody on Chronos is just scared and doesn't want to embrace something, then nothing's ever going to get built into something better. It can't happen. If nobody, everybody on the blockchain is just deciding to opt out and take the 100% safe route, then nothing's ever going to grow. So I think we got to keep that in mind.
Big facts.
Yeah, that's definitely a good view on it. I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, because if all you're doing is pumping and dumping and riding a coin up and then just selling off and not giving it a chance to actually do anything, then, yeah, that doesn't help. I'm right there with you, Crazy. It doesn't help because you're not giving it a chance to do anything. You're not giving it a chance to have a use case or a utility. Then it's not, it's not really the coins or the ecosystem's fault.
I got you, man. And I mean, it's got to be someone's fault. I kind of feel like, if something's done for the wrong intentions, man. Now I know that there's been some people who have come and they've created stuff for fun. So listen, I'm not promising anything, and it's not even on this change. I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. But I remember meeting somebody that was on, I believe it was Ethereum or Solana. I was like, listen, I'm making a project. I'm not promising anything to share up like a meme, and I forgot how it worked, but I don't even know, man. I think it's difficult to kind of really put that word in. But again, I guess Jason, talk to us, man.
Yes, sir. I think with the meme season, guys, it's a high speculation time right now. ETH started it, and it's trickling over different chains. The thing I'm excited about with the Pepe, though, is the amount of organic attention it got from founders. Founders and DEX owners started coming into the Discord and wanted to start building on it as well. Yesterday, we had a couple Crow fam regular people. People in my network also started accepting Pepe for their services. And I also ran a DGen special for the Pepe fam if they wanted to use a decentralized social media platform, Den Social. So it's coming from all angles, bro. Regular DGens, regular Crow fam, and founders of Crow fam are looking to build on Pepe, which is kind of amazing. And that's really what's gotten me so bullish on this project. Being part of the council also, not looking to dump any of my bags. I want to see these guys build. And Pepe fam kind of brought Crow fam together. I'm seeing multiple founders in there that have shade on each other, but they're getting along in there. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit more like a kumbaya token for the Crow fam during the bear cycle. And we're speculating on this kumbaya token that all these different founders and Crow fam people will create something big. Hopefully we could enjoy during the bull run.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Cripple Chapman. You got something you wanted to add, or?
No, I was just saying that's exactly how it's been over there for the Pepe Crow. I look at it it is a meme coin, but I see it as more of a hybrid now, more of a meme alt. I call it a malt. I know it's ridiculous. It's stupid. I'm retarded. I'm high most of the time. But it's more of a hybrid meme altcoin because it has gotten a lot of use case from a lot of Crow founders now and projects that, like I said, that have just come together and didn't want to see this ridiculous fucking frog meme coin die. I mean, that's why we all jumped into it, because we love fucking Pepe memes. And you know what? It was fun, dude. It was exciting, and it was something that we hadn't had in a while. So, and now we weren't going to let some jackass come in here and ruin it, so we decided to take it over. But yeah, dude, I mean, it is what it is. It's community fun, and we don't want Crow to get a bad name anymore. So, let's do something good with it and take it where it's supposed to be, and stop letting ridiculous ass people ruin everything for Crow fam. Period.
Oh, I got a question, and I seen Lane Low, man, shout out to you. He posted up top. I posted up top. He commented, obviously, down at the bottom. But a question, I guess not really. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but for me personally, is what is it that someone could personally build on Pepe Crows they wouldn't be able to build on Kronos or anywhere else? Like, why would I want to go to or just Crow or Pepe in general? Like, why would you believe that somebody would want to build on a meme coin? Is it, I mean, the same reason you see people trying to build on Shiba or I guess with Doggy, right? Why would somebody want to build with another meme coin compared to building on a large network like, Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, AVAX, Kronos?
Well, real quick, the only thing that I could speculate on that and add to that is just like, they built up a large community and holder count that actually gave a fuck about holding it. And they were able to build some games around it. They've been able to build a blockchain around it. And that blockchain has actually become interactive. That blockchain is actually producing blocks. I don't think you can compare and Doge, if you want me to be honest. I don't think you can.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. It's still way too early. We picked up Pepe Crow from some freaking guy that did a pump and dump freaking less than 2 weeks ago, and Pepe Crow is still baby. We're barely over 100 holders. We've got a 12, 13K liquidity and maybe 15K market cap right now, or a little over that. We're still brand new. I mean, and like I said, this is community driven. We haven't been running a whole lot of hype on it right now, and we're just building the community. So yeah, you can't really compare it to SHIB and shit like that. Personally, why would they want to build on it? I mean, it's their personal preference, but the community that is starting to build behind Pepe Crow is strong, and it is starting to get one hell of a backbone behind it. The liquidity and the market cap are stabilizing and growing side by side, and it's going to continue to do so because those of us founders that are in the council are putting some real projects behind it, and we're going to lock up some real utility into it, and the community support behind it just continues to grow. So build on it, don't build on it, I don't give a shit. We are. If you don't want to, that's your prerogative, period. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing, and yeah, I mean, my bag's going to be safe no matter what. I don't care.
I got you, man. No, I was just asking because, Mr. Huddle, talk to me, bro.
Oh shit, my bad. I was rolling the joint. I hit the button on accident.
That's cool. What's it called? All right, my bad. Listen, now come to chat, man. In all seriousness, I'm just asking, man. So not only can I know, man, again, I'm testing it out today, so I'm on a couple different platforms. So, only 2 people live. But shout out to people who are live on YouTube.
Well, we didn't we didn't technically take it over. We just were helping give it use case and utility. We built up the Discord for it. We helped build the community around Pepe Crow. We didn't take the coin because the contract's been renounced. So there is no owner of Pepe Crow anymore. There is the creator. He is still around on Twitter. His Twitter account is still live, and he does pop up every now and then and comments on certain things. But he never opened up a Discord, never did a Telegram. He's very rarely active, but we built a community around the coin itself and brought it back to life, and it's a community run. um, everything's done by the community. So those of us are the council were just the original ones that started dumping the liquidity into it to bring the coin back and our funds to build the community back up to bring life.
Gotcha, man. Welcome up. Can you hear me or no? You still my bad. I cut you off.
Yeah, no, you're good.
All right, cool. Welcome up, Low and Moonflow. Yeah, talk to us, Low.
Hey, what's going on? Everyone, how's everybody doing today? This is good. This is a fun conversation, right? And I think it's a relevant one, given state of on altered. About we need to around here make these memes. We need good projects. We need meme coins, but we need items that are not just fads, right? Because what happens when we have people, whether they're currently here or coming in new, if they're losing money, they're going to get discouraged and go away. And it's hard to build a foundation when you got people that are getting discouraged and leaving. So with regard to these coins, they're fun, and we should recognize them for what they are. And for those that are looking to build some infrastructure behind it, kudos to you for embarking on that journey. And for those that are here that are new to the game, hopefully they understand this is different than ETH, BTC, very different than SHIB and Doge, right? And when we whittle it down just to Chronos, we've got a ton of tokens here. We've got we got Chrome, right? That's kind of we'll say the layer one of our chain, and then you got Scratch from the Boomers. You've got MMF with Meerkats. You've got Fortune now with Ibisus. You got Grave with the Crow Skulls. You've got Troll Coin with theirs. You got MTD with Minted, right? So when you talk about building infrastructure behind a token, there's a ton of competition out there, right? And so if I'm a new project looking to leverage a token, I'm going to want to leverage one that has a team that is going to nurture it and feed it from a software development standpoint. And many of these meme tokens, they don't have that organization or infrastructure in place. They may be trying to get that in place and things of that nature, and that's part of that building process. But we need to recognize that as we talk about these tokens, and as we'll say in quotes, show these tokens, that we have a social responsibility too. That some people speak confidently and are good salesmen, and you got to understand, like, if you were on the other side of the token and didn't own any, and somebody was coming forward with a rhetoric that some of the rhetoric is being put forth here today, would you be skeptical? And would that give you some reservations? And then you got to understand too, right, is that behind some of these meme coins, I think the general recognition is that the early adopters are the ones that make the money, and usually they're 99% of the time pumps and dumps. So you will obviously be going up against that uphill climb of trying to substantiate your purpose here and build confidence in people. And so that happens over time. But when you talk about community, you've got to also analyze who is that community and what are the reputation of those people in the community. And people go to the blockchain and check bags, and so it would not take a lot to dilute the integrity of a token if you've got a few bad actors, right? Especially in an undoxed meme token. So I think all those things need to be recognized. And when people, it's great to have conviction behind something that you believe in. But hopefully people don't take offense when people come and counter that conviction with, logic or that they maybe have gained from just experience of this place, because realistically, you probably feel like that in your heart should it have been another meme token or another investment vehicle. So, long-winded way of saying, if you believe in these meme tokens and you're part of a team, really think about how you're presenting yourself and what you're bringing forward. And, whether or not you're not going to stumble and find yourself in an advantageous situation by accident, right? It takes planning for a project. And so a meme token, the genesis is not really to start off something that is going to be phenomenal, right? Because the hope or blind hope might be to be something great, but realistically, if you've got no utility, the chances of that really happening are very, very small. And I think people generally, I think the business case, the white paper, all need to come with transparency. And if you don't do that, and you just got chillers and you just got posts like we're up this much percentage today, yada yada, you're doing yourself a disservice, because really you are trying to create FOMO and not giving us hard facts as to why there's value here. You're just showing us a snapshot in time that shows a favorable image of what you're hoping to show others, which is return on investment. But is that prolonged return on investment? Because in the nature of meme coins, it's not, right. Even NFTs struggle. So a lot of words there, but that's just kind of my summary of how I feel, and just start sharing perspective for people to think about. Not necessarily trying to shit on meme coins. Just if you're bringing one forward and you have conviction, make sure you're just doing it elegantly and not just haphazardly trying to create something without being methodical.
For sure, man. Now we've had. Can you guys hear me? Sorry, Mr. Lotto. I was a second delay, man. But listen, you just said a lot, and I hopefully people understanding, man. Litbit Finance on YouTube. Just give a clapping hands for the speaker. Litbit, for anyone who's listening either on Twitch or on YouTube, it was laying low. Just so you do know. And one thing I will say again that I said before is that people who are getting in think they're gonna get in because they're gonna make millions, and that's what the scary part is for me. You know what I mean? So I definitely see what you're saying, man, and hopefully you guys took it. Obviously, it's recorded here and on YouTube, man. So appreciate both sides. Not just the speakers, but obviously people appreciating the speakers always means a lot to me. So thank you, Lay and Low Man, for popping up and your piece as well. We got Voodoo and then I believe Moon Flow. So Voodoo, talk to us and what's going on, man?
Couple of things. Number one, Low, yes, that was long-winded, but very well. A lot of words, but not at any time did you mention candy. But I'm not taking it personally, brother. 21, I didn't take that co-host. Number one, I'm going to go into physical therapy in a bit. And just out of respect to our buddy Dougie, I know he's enjoying the content coming out of here, and I wanted that to continue. That being said,
I think we might have lost him on space.
Well, I've just had experiences in the past where he's gotten booted out of the room. And now that I'm aware of that, like in a space like this isn't my space. So just out of respect for him, I know he's enjoying what's going on here. I didn't take that co-host post. But anyways, I have physical therapy in a bit anyways. I'd have to leave. The question that I had up next was for Crypto Chad. Because you said something that triggered something in my mind when you were mentioning the behavior of the original contract creator for Pepe Crow and how he's commenting, kind of lingering, which kind of just put up some red flags for me. And my mind started thinking, are you guys planning on getting the Pepe Crow contract audited? Because that just triggered that thought in my mind. A contract, renounced or otherwise, can have a proxy contract that it's interact with. So I can have a primary contract that I renounce, but also a secondary contract that it's its proxy that's still able to interact with that contract and change things, right? So it's like being a super admin. So just to keep these things, the type of behavior you described just had it go. Like, what if this guy's just waiting for you guys to just pump his bags again and then liquidate, So just be careful, be cautious, and just, there's a lot of intelligent people, Lopi and Water, in the community that can give some more. Myself, I can give if for myself, but I have a resources.
Yeah, bro. Can you have your resources look into the contract a little deeper and do an audit for us? Would love that.
I won't go so far as to say that it's an audit, but I will have some. It's a verified contract, correct? As long as it's verified, they can see most of what they need to, not the entirety of the contract. But I'll have someone look into it.
Thank you, sir. Welcome to Pepe Fam.
I have to say the battle of the memes is probably the hottest thing on Chronos right now. At the very least, you guys are bringing the community a smile, and that's that has its own value. Like I said, like it's been a rough one, being just building and continuing to move forward in the last 8 months. It's been difficult, and we've seen a lot of projects fall or just give up. So it's good to have people get on the Chronos, that's for sure.
For sure, and I will say, man, that's gotta be one of the best parts. Mr. Haddle, my fault, bro. Can you hear me? Why I don't know why I keep going in and out. Right now, so I apologize to the couple people or anyone on the Twitter space. So I apologize. First of all, Voodoo, hope you're doing well. I'm getting thumbs downs and laughing faces. Whoa, whoa, the slander, the slander. What's it called? No, but seriously, listen, the more thumbs down, can we get all as a community? Can we be on the same page here? Thumbs down, please. That'd be nice, you know. What's it called? Voodoo man, hope you're doing well too. And hopefully, man, whatever physical therapy it is that you got, you know, you'll make your way through it. I don't know. I mean, apologies, I can't hear. And then Moonflow after. We do have Dragons every Tuesday. It starts usually in 10 minutes, man. I think it was the Bitcoin Ordinals. So just so you guys do know, give it kind of a heads up. And I would love to continue this later on or anytime, you know, because this is a really good conversation. Obviously, something it's a hot topic. So, Mr. Huddle, if you want to take it away, my man, because I appreciate you jumping as co-host, and then go Moonflow after. I can't hear shit, just so you know. Guys, people listening on YouTube, I cannot hear a thing for the space right now. We'll be ending it any second. So, especially that we can't hear that. Again, man, I think it's 2 people, but 5 likes. A good 36 minutes. I think we had to cut off. So you guys do know. So again, appreciate you guys popping in. What I'm gonna try to do next time is have my YouTube video ready. That way we can have a live video on here, interaction. As always, you know, you can usually catch me on Twitch. And as Twitter Space is obviously where 21 million was born. So please do make sure to pop into there, have some good fun. And again, as always, man, I appreciate you guys' support, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, you know, Twitter, any platform at all. So I'll see you guys next time on the YouTube. The Twitter Space will be on for another 8 minutes. But we'll see you guys then. So again, thank you very much.